Hello beautiful, welcome back to Nat's Beautiful Life. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the Stay Home Reading Rush TBR and tag. And if you are new to this channel, hello, my name is Natasha and I do videos on mostly books but also beauty and bullet journaling. And if you like this video, if you like me, if you'd like to see more, be sure to click subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you never miss a video, and also like the video. We are going to go ahead and get into the books. So the reading rush is something that happens normally every year in the summer, and I am always so down for it and all the challenges and everything. And so I was really excited when Ariel decided to do a reading rush for the spring for the staying at home situation. So the stay home reading rush, I will link Ariel's video down below and it will give you all the challenges and everything, as well as information on the website and all that jazz. So let's just get into the TBR. So the first challenge is to read a book with a house on the cover. So I'm reading this one. This is my Barnes & Noble special edition of Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. And it's a really pretty book. And I really do like these editions. I like to read these editions as well. Sun's going down and coming out, and going down and coming out. So I'm going to be changing lighting. I like these editions. They're really easy and comfortable to read, and I'm here for it. The next challenge or prompt is to read a book in the same room the whole time. So you don't have to read the whole book at one sitting, but they want you to read the book in the same room every time you read. Make sense? Okay. So for that, I'm doing Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too by Jomny Sun. I love this book. I read both of these books before, but this is a graphic novel. It is very short when you start looking at the artwork and everything. So this is about an alien that has been told to come to Earth and learn everything he can about humanity, but what he's actually learning is about animals because he hangs out with the animals. But it is so heartwarming and so cute and so sweet, and I'm here for it. And both of these books will fit subcategories, but I have more than just these two books, believe me. All right, so the next one is Set Somewhere You Wish You Could Go. Right here. So Anne of Green Gables is about an orphan who gets picked up by she doesn't get picked up, she gets adopted out to a brother and sister. They were wanting a boy and they were going to take her back, but she begs them to keep her, and she promises she'll be good and she'll do everything they need, and she is just a delight. But this book takes place in Green Gables in Canada, and right now kind of wish I could go to Canada. I wish I could go to a restaurant. I'm not complaining though. I'm not complaining. I'd much rather stay home and not be sick, but like when life gets back to normal, won't we hopefully appreciate it a little bit? But I really I'm looking forward to diving back in here. And just there's one part in the beginning when she's on her way to their home for the first time, and she talks about how beautiful the trees and the flowers and everything are, and they're riding, it takes place in the 1800s, I believe, so they're riding through almost like a canopy of trees and things, and I just would love to just ride through that right now. I could do that right now. It's perfectly fine. So yeah, totally into this. All right, and the next one and last one is a book that will make you smile. So either of these will make me smile. Yeah, I'm totally down for using both of these for that. All right, so let's just say within those 4 days, the 16th through the 19th, that I finish both of these books and any more books. I want to continue with the whole prompt thing. Keep looking at myself in the mirror, or not the mirror, the viewfinder. I don't know why. But anyway, I'm checking my light, but then I'm checking myself out. But anyway, so let's say I finish these in the 4 days that we have to read, and more than likely I will. I have a couple of other books here. So if I happen to finish those and want to pick up another, this is another book that will make me smile. It is Space Opera by Catherine Valente. I have started this book and I'm only at page like 19. And this so far is in the vein of Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I've read the whole series. So just a kind of a fun, quirky kind of time. And with this, so there's a space ball thing, or space singing competition. They call it the space ball, disco ball. Oh no, the book that is a disco ball. Okay, anyway, so instead of fighting each other, all the galaxies and stuff coming against each other in war, they have a singing competition every year. And if you win, yay. If you lose, your entire planet gets blown up. So for the first time, humanity is going to be represented in this. And this book is about that. So this is a book that will make me smile and giggle, and so I'm all about it. And then the other one I have, and I love books like this, and I have a feeling I want to go here too because I was raised in a barn. Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. My father, may he rest in peace, was a horse trainer, and I grew up showing horses and in a barn, and growing up the barn was my safe place and my horse was my best friend. And so this right here is like definitely a comfort read for me, and totally gonna be into this. I believe I read this when I was a little girl, but I believe it is from the horse's perspective, which is like my jam. I am an author, and most of the things that come in my head are very whimsical stuff, like the dogs have their own lives and things like that. So I do have some nonfiction, and I also have one contemporary like love story that I wrote during NaNoWriMo last year, which I amazed myself at that. Really pushed the boundaries for myself with that, but this is just my jam, and I'm looking forward to that. And then one more, I know that I probably won't get to this one, but A Well-Behaved Woman by Therese Ann Fowler. I've really been wanting to pick this up and read it, and anything about the Vanderbilts I like, so comfort read. All right, so that is the prompts. So my main books for the reading rush are right here. Okay, so we're gonna do the tag really quickly, and here are the questions. Number one, how is your reading going while staying at home? Pretty good. I've been reading pretty much before. So the past 2 days I've been doing a lot of, I do editorial photography, so I've been doing a lot of photos and things like that. So I haven't had a lot of reading get in because basically it's been consuming my day, and by the time I'm done, I'm so exhausted. I just want to go to bed. But before that, I was doing about a book about every day and a half to 2 days, just reading a lot, and yeah, I'll get to that more. The next one is best book you've read during isolation. I had to look that up. All right, so I've been in isolation since about March 13th or 14th. So I was looking from what I've read from that time to now, I think. And honestly, if you want to know the truth, I've been in isolation since December 31st because I hurt myself, had to have surgery, was in bed for 8 weeks healing, and now, you know, then I had to learn how to walk again, and now I'm just like home. So I've been in isolation for a while. But since early March, I've got 3 books here to talk about. And the first one was this guy, Invasion of the Body Snatchers by Jack Finney. I've been doing a lot of classics lately. This is a classic sci-fi from the 50s, and I had never read it before, and I was kind of shocked at myself for that. But I enjoyed this so much that it made me go buy other classic sci-fis and such and whatnot. But if you have not read this yet, it reads really well, and I think this might be an updated version. I don't know if they made any changes, because this one's like from the 70s, but it was originally published in like 1955. But this is so good, and it's just, yeah, definitely. The other one is Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. If you love sci-fi at all, do yourself a favor, get this. I'm not going to tell you a thing about it. Just go get it. It's really good, and this is probably one of the best books I've read this year, to be honest. If you hear noise, my dogs are throwing themselves down. I don't know. They're throwing tantrums. Another book I really enjoyed this year, and that's Their Ears Flaps. We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. I really enjoyed this. I feel like the ending, I don't know how I feel about the ending. It's not a bad ending. I mean, it was just an ending, but I don't know. I really enjoyed the actual reading of this book and everything. It's more creepy than scary, even though it's put under horror, but I really, really liked it. Let's see. Next question. Had to kick the chihuahua out. Should make a fuss. Your favorite feel-good book? Well, I have two. One, Anne of Green Gables. I love this book so much. Just gives me the feels. And the next one, feels weird to say it's a feel-good book, but it's also, I feel like if I'm having a hard time or I'm just like stressed or anxious, which I try not to get, I'm not anxious, like I'm not a worrier, but I just, sometimes things bubble. It's just something you can't help. And I like to watch this movie when that happens. And so the book also is a feel-good time for me because it's like old friends, and that's The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. So take that as you will. These are my two feel-good books. Sweet book about an orphan. Dystopian. All right. Next one is a book you wish you could borrow, or you could buy or borrow from the library. Okay, this is the question. All right, so I'm gonna put a picture of the book up here, and it's like how Rory something destroyed the multiverse or something like that. I kept seeing this book at the library and I was like, no, I have so many books to read. Let me finish these, then I'll grab this one when the time is right, blah, blah, blah. And I wish I had gotten that because before the state actually shut down, the libraries had actually closed. So, yeah. In fact, right now you can't go on there and put anything on hold. You can't do anything like that. You can get ebooks and stuff like that. But yeah, so I really wish I had gotten that book. And I think I've decided if we do this whole self-isolation again in the fall, like a year we might have to do, I'm going to the library and I'm going to get like a 10-book series. And I'm just going to bring it home and I'm going to be set. That's what I'm going to do. Don't know about you, but definitely wish I had gotten that one. Author you want to shout out during this time. So she did talk about this particular prompt because this situation that we're having is hurting some booksellers and authors and publishers because they're not able to do their book launches, their book tours. A lot of book tours are being canceled and things like that, rescheduled, stuff's being pushed back. So she wants us to shout out an author so that we can just make people aware of them. So that author for me is going to be Mindy McGinnis. I love Mindy McGinnis, and she actually does have a new book that recently came out, and that is called This. And that is about like it's kind of a survival story where the girl gets lost and is stuck in the woods and whatnot. But every single book that I read of hers is just hard-hitting and poignant and just makes me feel things, and I just fly through them because I get so immersed in the story. So definitely check out some Mindy McGinnis. And the last question or prompt is, what is your reading rush TBR, which I already showed you guys. So yeah, I am planning, or actually I'm working on already, the Instagram photo challenges. Normally you get these during the regular reading rush, like the day of, and you're like scrambling to get them done. But since she let us know ahead of time what they're going to be, I have really been like moving a little canoodle around and trying to work on these photos and stuff like that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having fun participating in the reading rush, which starts today. So you have from the 16th to the 19th to read anything that fits this prompt. In fact, if you find one book that fits this 4 prompts of the challenges for reading, then you're good. Let me know how you guys are doing on your challenges and what your TBR is in the link or the comments below. Also, if you do this video, feel free to leave the link for it in the comments below so we can all check it out. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon right here on Nat's Beautiful Life. Have a great day, gorgeous.